Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kirsten here from Kirsten Foss Coaching for a Thursday Spa Business Break here on my Facebook page. So it is a brand new year. Happy New Year. Last night I was just having a little bit of I can't believe we're into January. Like, how did this happen? I'm sure you're feeling the exact same way. So at the beginning of a new year, there's lots of talk about new goals, renewed focus, renewed and refreshed visions about kind of what you want to do for 2019. I'm doing this for my own business, and it's a really exciting time, isn't it? This is this time, as far as being an entrepreneur, that we love this time where we can kind of become more visionary again, and not just be in the weeds of the business, the day-to-day grind. So totally fun time of year. However, and I love that you are feeling this renewed sense of focus and renewed vision about what you want for your business, what you want for yourself. We talked a lot about what you want for yourself and how to make your business work for you at our pop-up workshop, the Burnout Recovery Workshop on Monday. Now, I want to kind of shift it over, talking about burnout, and shift the topic more into, okay, you've got some goals, you're more clear about what you want. Now what? Because this is the part that is the sticky part for you. And it's really easy and really fun to make these goals this time of year, but we all know that if you're feeling disorganized right now, that those goals are probably going to be petering out. As far as the action steps are going to be petering out probably by March, I would say, March or April. So if you are feeling disorganized, in fact, not just this time of year, but if you at any point are feeling disorganized, this is a flag in the play in your business. And what this means is that if you're feeling disorganized, then it means that you don't have a system in place for whatever you're feeling disorganized about. Now, if you're feeling, if you've got this renewed focus, okay, I'm going to make social media, I'm really going to be consistent with my visibility this year, that's going to be my focus. But if you find yourself, doing the same things as you did last year, as far as kind of what your admin behavior is, what your leadership behavior is, and you are finding that you're getting to, time to post on social media, and you're like, I don't really know what to post. So if that is an issue for you, then you know that you need to create a content system for your social media. And to be quite frank, it is much, much easier to create a content strategy, a content system, and batch all your content out per month than it is to just kind of drip out oh, what should I do today? Or what should I do tomorrow? So if you are struggling with what to post, that means you need a content strategy system, okay? If you don't know what to send out in an email, this is likely a bigger issue as far as you don't have a marketing system in place. When you have a bigger arching marketing system in place, that includes, the offers that you're going to be offering, each month or maybe each season. You're going to be incorporating it with your email marketing, with your social media marketing, with what websites needs to be updated on your website. All of that is part of a marketing system. And if you're just kind of, doing a couple of tasks here and then forgetting about your website, or maybe you send out one email, 1 month and nothing for the next month, then of course your visibility is going to be inconsistent, and you're needing a marketing system, something that you do every month, that goes on repeat, and you're just changing out the topics. If you are just in general going, in fact, I got a message from one of my clients this morning who was saying, I'm feeling like, I've got things to do. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. She's just feeling kind of scattered. And my answer to that is, okay, it's time to get back onto a project management system. So this is one of those pieces, one of these systems that I know a lot of spa owners don't even know they need. And that is a project management tool, a project management system. As the entrepreneur, even if you are a solo, you got lots of moving pieces to this business, right? And to try to keep track of it all up here is crazy making. So do yourself a favor and start researching and figuring out what kind of project management tools that you would like to work with. There's lots of them out there that are digital. There's Asana, there's Teamwork. I'm currently working with ClickUp.com. So it really just depends on how you like to visualize, what you like to see on a screen, as far as what kind of software to use. Maybe you just want to do it on paper, or maybe you want to use Google Sheets or something like that. But if you're feeling like you've got all these moving parts and you can't keep up with it, you need a project management system. Okay? It will make you feel much more like you'll know what is completed, what is in progress, what's something that's in review and waiting for something. So it's so much easier to keep track of all the moving pieces if you use a project management tool. If you need to hire this year, do you have a recruiting system, a hiring system, and a training system? Systems put things on repeat so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. If you want to scale your business, if you want to make big changes in your business as far as sales, as far as how much effort you're putting into your work and your admin, you need to systematize all of this stuff. Otherwise, you are just kind of running around like a little mouse, going from room to room and not really finishing any of it. Okay. And especially when it comes to recruiting and hiring and training, it's expensive. Having a team is expensive. And if you don't have a system in place for that recruiting, hiring, and training, each staff member that comes on board can be getting slightly different or very different experiences, which affects how they are working within the team, how they are working with clients, and the outcomes that clients get. Okay, so it has to be systematized, has to be standardized. Maybe you are looking to promote one of your team members into more of a management position. You're going to need a management system. Again, it may be all up in your head, but that's not going to help you. It's just going to make you feel like you're going to lose your mind when you feel like you're repeating the same thing over and over and over again. When you have a management system in place, and that would look like, this is the job from the job description all the way to what their daily tasks are, what their monthly tasks are, what their quarterly tasks and your yearly tasks are. So when it's all written out, just like a regular staff handbook and your policies and protocols and your operations manual, a manager needs something like that too, to help keep them on track. And so that you're not having to constantly be repeating yourself all the time. Okay, so whatever your goal is, I'd love to hear what your goals are for 2019. Are they kind of specific? Do you have a number goal for as far as sales? Maybe it has to do with I want to sell more retail. I want to increase my retail sales. I encourage you to make sure that you have numbers attached to those kinds of goals, because if you don't have a number attached, so say if you want to increase your retail sales, because that's a fantastic and easy way to leverage your earning potential. If that's what you want to do, then make sure that you have a goal, something like take a look at your numbers. If your retail to sales ratio is at 10%, that's pretty low. Industry standard, you should be at around 30. Now that depends on what kind of, if you're a lash artist, then it's going to be a little bit different. But when it comes to skin and general aesthetics, 30% is considered, generally that's what you should be bringing in. So if you're around the 10%, that's okay. Now you know, and you want to say, for the first quarter, you want to increase it to 20%. And then maybe by the end of the second quarter, you want to have that up to 30%. So you definitely want to have goals in there that you can measure. Otherwise, how do you know you actually reached it? But regardless, if you're wanting to create any kind of change in your business, you're going to need to systematize it. Otherwise, you just kind of run around like a crazy person, right? And that totally drains your energy. We talked a lot about that in the burnout recovery workshop on Monday. We did some analyzing of, what kind of tasks do you do in your day, in your week that actually brings in money? And are you doing busy work? that doesn't actually generate any revenues. And some of that busy work can just be plain old disorganization. Can you imagine if you got yourself organized, created a system, and then just let it keep rolling and you just followed your own system that created repeatable results over and over again? That frees up a huge amount of mental bandwidth. And when we free up mental bandwidth, we free up energetic bandwidth, which frees up that kind of physical energy for us as well. All right, so if you've got systems on the brain like I do, and you're really wanting to make 2019 a year where you're actually completing some of your goals, and you're struggling with doing it on your own, the Spa Business Labs, this is my group coaching program. They start up again on January 14th, that's a Monday, and Tuesday, January 15th. My Monday is almost full, I only have one spot left. Tuesdays, I have spots in there available as well. Now, if you're new to me and you don't know what the Spa Business Labs are about, I'm just gonna give a short little description about what it is. Hey Judith, nice to see you here. Happy New Year. The Spa Business Labs, it's small group coaching. There's only 6 spas, spa owners allowed in each group. We meet every 2 weeks. Each person has 15 minutes of undivided attention from me at this call. So it's a mastermind format, if any of you are familiar with that. So what that means is that, say Judith, you were in the labs with us, and I would ask, okay, who wants to go first? I set my timer for 15 minutes and we just talk about your stuff. You bring, at the very first call, you're gonna bring your goal to the table, and I'm gonna help you reverse engineer it so that you can start creating a list of tasks, actionable tasks that you need to complete in order to achieve your goal. So you also get to listen to what everybody else's goals are and what they're working on, which is hugely valuable because sometimes you may not have thought about a certain question, but other people's questions and answers may inspire you for your own business. So you can really glean a lot of information and coaching and direction in this in the Spa Business Labs. I know that's one of the big pieces that a lot of the labbies really love about it. And essentially with this group coaching program, I am here to walk you through to create whatever is on your mind, whatever your goal is. So if you're coming to the labs this January with, I want to create a marketing system. I want to put a marketing system together so that by the end of the labs, it is running really smooth and it's just producing that consistent visibility. That is what we would work on with you in the labs. And I would just walk you through the whole process. We'd break it down. What is in your marketing? Do you want to do email marketing, social media? What's going on with your website? What's happening with in-spa conversations? Are you doing any networking events? Do you have events at the spa? Okay, so there's all sorts of pieces of marketing that we got to put together, and it's just going to take time, okay? So the labs start in a few weeks. If you are interested in joining, you're not quite sure, I'm happy to hop on a Zoom call with you so we can get to know each other a little better and I can give you some direction. Because quite frankly, for some people, the labs is not a good fit. If you are a brand new business and you are really wanting to get things up and running quickly, the labs are likely going to you're going to be frustrated with the pace because it's every 2 weeks that we meet. It's 15 minutes. And if you want more time, more hand holding, then private coaching is a better fit for you. It just moves you along a lot faster. And sometimes I've had it where spa owners, they've just got too much on their plate. And I'm not going to say yes to have you join the lab as much as I would love you to if I feel that it's just not the right timing. Maybe you have too much going on in your personal life right now. Of course, that's going to affect how you're able to do the extra work that you need to do on your business, right? So I'm honest about things. It needs to be a right fit for you. It needs to be a right fit for me. It needs to be a right fit for the rest of the group too, right? So if you are interested in something like that, then for sure reach out. You can send me a direct message or just pop it in the chat here that you want me to reach out to you. But we will be getting started on the 14th and the 15th. The labs run until May, every 2 weeks until May. And then the labs won't start up again. I won't be onboarding new labbies until the beginning of June. Like I said, end of May, beginning in June. That's our next onboarding. So if you're feeling like you want some support, you want some hand holding through your business development for the first 5 months of the year here, come join us with the Spa Business Labs. We'd love to have you. All right, so that is my Spa Business break for today. Systematize. If you are feeling disorganized, that's the flag. You need a system. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of the week and a great weekend. We'll see you next Thursday here on Kirsten Potts Coaching.